Okay, after we have successfully installed the Mojo programming language, we should be able to reactivate it now. So when I say mojotest.mojo, my test file is opened and it says Mojo on Python 3.11 is running with 2 GB of RAM. That is because inside of the file we have defined a main function and a print function with this text here. So basically everything works, but of course it would be much better to have a real IDE, that's an integrated development environment, or in other words, an editor that supports better syntax highlightning and stuff. And there is one that is very popular, and that is called VS Code from Microsoft. So let's install it. This might take a little while. You can see this is the Debian package installer as I'm using Debian 12 Q4 OS. So let's wait until the installation is finished. I think that other IDEs might be able to do the syntax highlightning. For example, I'm using one that is called Sublime. But for the Microsoft version, there is something that is called extensions. And when you open it and type in Mojo, you should see this one here. This is Mojo for Visual Studio Code, or in other words, you can use the Microsoft Visual Studio Editor to get syntax highlightning and run your Mojo file. So let's open the test Mojo file that we have created. Yes, I want to trust this one. There we are. And the syntax highlightning already is working. When we hover over the print function, we get a description. It also works for the main function. I will try to run this file without debugging. And now it says I need to pick a debugger. So let's pick this one. But actually, whatever I do, it doesn't really run the file. So for now, let's open the terminal. There we are. And I will add a little word here, save the file and run it below in the terminal. And you can see that we have updated the output here. So at least to get the function description and to get proper highlighting, this is a good choice. So by now we have a working environment. We can use the Visual Code editor and run our files. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one.